Hello, my name is Greg Taylor. I'm with eMedia Management. We are a social media management and consulting company that specializes in working with small businesses, be they online or offline, to understand the power of social networks and how to powerfully use them to market their products or services, business, whatever your goal is. And just to kind of fill you in on social networks a little bit, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but basically when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about things like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. These are all very, very popular social networks, and they've really taken the world by storm. For example, if you look at Facebook alone, Facebook is the second most popular site on the web next to YouTube, and it has over 400 million users. That's literally exceeds the population of almost every country in the world, which is unbelievable. And people are just communicating differently on it than they've ever communicated before. It's constantly growing. Social networks are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. And with that comes a tremendous opportunity marketing-wise. But the thing is that very few companies have really come to understand the power of social networks and how to market to them effectively. They're trying all kinds of things. There's huge corporations that are trying to figure this stuff out. And in all honesty, there's probably only 2%, 1% or 2% of companies out there that have really figured it out. And actually, those companies are primarily small business, small internet marketers who have been doing this for years on the internet and were the early adopters of social networks, and were able to figure out what was going on with them through trial and error, and be able to eventually harness the power and really see growth, explosive growth in their businesses as a result of that. And that's kind of what my background is. I'm an internet marketer who's been playing around with social networks for well over a year now, and done a lot of trial and error on them, and really have learned a lot about them and how to grow a business through them. Now, in doing that, it's really just a powerful thing. One reason why companies want to tap into this so much is because it is a natural conduit for the most powerful form of advertising known to man, and that is word-of-mouth advertising. Word-of-mouth advertising works hand-in-hand with social networks, because social networks, it's in the name, social networks. Social networks is all about communication, socializing, developing relationships, rapport. And the way you market through your business through social networks is really by developing that rapport with people through their connections via social networks. And it's just an exciting world. And really, it's the holy grail of marketing when you can create a relationship between social networks, word-of-mouth advertising, and then a marketing strategy is really the holy grail of that. And just to take a little bit further, when you combine that, really it's word-of-mouth. I'd like to say it's word-of-mouth marketing on steroids. It's just unbelievable the results that you can get on that. Now, the need for it. There is a tremendous need for the social network marketing. And when I say social network, I'm referring to social media marketing today, because a lot of advertising methods in the past, traditional advertising methods, are disappearing. You look at newspapers. Hardly anybody reads newspapers anymore. You look at yellow pages. People don't really check the yellow pages anymore either. They will they'll pop on the internet and check that out. You look at television. People don't watch commercials anymore. They fast forward, or they TiVo everything and they fast forward. I never watch commercials. And so traditional advertising methods are disappearing, and companies are just thinking, well, how do we get to the public? How do we get our message out there? And the way they can do that is through social networks, and they can do it in a more powerful way than they can through any of those other marketing sources. It's very exciting. And so, but there's a problem with that. Now, everybody wants to be a part of social media marketing. They want to be on Facebook, they want to be on Twitter, and you've got businesses all over the place popping up and saying, we do Twitter, we do Facebook. But you know what? Most of them had no clue what they're doing. Yes, they can create a Facebook page. Yes, they can create a Twitter page. Yes, they can create followers. But that doesn't do you any good if you don't understand how to use it. And the problem is that social networks are all about relationships. Building relationships, and you can't go broadcast a message out there like most companies trying to do, because basically all it is a social network spam, and people hate it. It alienates customers, and you can really do far more harm than good if you don't use social media marketing effectively. And so that's one of the big problems with it. Again, also there's just a small handful of people who really know how to do it. That's another problem with it. And there's being able to develop a strategy across the board. There's just not several social networks. There's hundreds of them. And someone in the know is going to be able to tap into those, be able to brand a marketing brand all the way across through hundreds of social networks and do it in a relatively easy, an easy job of it. The other thing is time. Social media marketing takes a ton of time. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent on Twitter, Facebook, all these others, just building my friends list, building my followers list. It takes hours. And then all the other things you got to do, weeding it out, making conversation constantly, so you're just not putting out spam messages, but you're building relationships. All these take a great deal of time, and that's where a social media management company like my own can come in. What we do is I have a team of individuals who I've trained in social media, so they understand social media marketing, and they are very hands-on, and they can provide, together we provide pretty much A to Z services when it comes to social media and managing a campaign for you, developing it from the start, setting up your social networks if you hadn't set them up already, creating automation for them, creating a brand across the board on that, building lists that mean something, just not tons of followers. In social media, it's not quantity, it's quality, and maybe most people make that mistake. So building that brand across the board, and then creating those relationships, and in a nice, casual manner, introducing business marketing into those relationships, so that you can build a business through social media that and create followers and business that you would never been able to do in any other way. And may I say, much loyaler business, much loyaler customers than you have because you formed that relationship with them. So that's what we do. I'd love to talk to you more about it. So complete the form or go to our website at emediamanagers.net, and we would love to just give us a call, fill out the form. We would love to sit down and we would just talk to you, fill out what your needs are as far as a business, see if we can put together some type of a campaign to get you using social networks effectively. So again, my name's Greg Taylor with eMedia Management, and thanks for joining me. I hope to see you on another video that I'm going to be doing. Thanks.